Hey, what's going on, folks? People of Bread Breakers, anybody else watching this, just wanted to say good morning. Hope you guys are off to a great week. And wanted to uh, quickly discuss something here, just real quick, kind of get the day started. First, I'm really excited about Wednesday night. We're going to have, this is the fifth Wednesday of the month. We're going to have what we call a youth takeover. And they're going to come in and lead in some of the worship and different things throughout the service, giving them the opportunity to truly be used in the kingdom of God, just like they should be, because young people are just crucial. They're vital. They're not just an add-on or a bolt-on, and one day they'll get to be 25 and they can actually be used. And one exciting thing is we're going to have a panel discussion with going through several real-life kind of hard-hitting questions and discussing some things that a lot of people find it difficult to talk about. So it's going to be a lot of fun. So I definitely encourage everybody to come out to that and be a part of that. Get your kids, invite people. If there's folks in the neighborhood or school or whatnot that want to hear some Christian, biblical, scriptural answers to some things that we face every day, this is a great opportunity for that. In the message yesterday, one of the scriptures that was used came from Deuteronomy, chapter 30, verses 19 and 20, where it talks about the blessings and the curses that God puts before the people. And he says, I'm encouraging you here to make a choice, and specifically to choose life. He says, choose life so that you and your children can live, and that you can love the Lord your God, listen to or hear his voice, and hold fast to him. And I want to encourage everyone today, that is a choice that happens not once 10 years ago, not last month, but it's a choice that happens really every day. It's something that every single day we have to choose the right path, the right way. There are times throughout the day we mess up over here, choose the wrong decision, choose the wrong path, but then later on we get back on track, we choose the right one. Living for God is constant kind of adjustment, where there's balancing, there's things that have to go on. And it's interesting to me that he very clearly lays out, this is for you and your children. So generationally, the decisions that we make, they will impact our children. I have lived not all that long, but long enough to see where parents make bad decisions. A decade later or longer, they get back on track, but then their kids, for another decade or two or three, or right, they continue to pay for the failings of their parents. And so I am saying that we need to be very, very cautious and careful as we live for God, to choose the right path, because we really do have an impact. We absolutely will have an impact, not just on ourselves and not just on our own family, but we will have a generational impact, and we will have an extreme impact on people around us. So the next point that he makes is so that you can love God. That choice, loving God, is a choice. It's not a feeling. I'm going to walk a little bit here, if that's cool. It's not a feeling. It's not a I just feel this all the time, just this beauty and wonder and grandeur. That certainly comes. There are times of great beauty, times of great I'll say feeling, where we feel God. We're just like, oh man, God is so great and so powerful. That ain't going to happen all the time, though. Sometimes it's just straight up, I'm making this choice because it's the right thing to do. The scriptures say this. This is actually a more difficult choice. It's a more painful choice in the short term, maybe to my flesh or to what I want to be doing. But it's the choice that needs to be made, because that will help us to truly love God, not just love him in word. Jesus said, you can go read John 14, John 15. I love these scriptures because they completely obliterate the watered down fake love that people talk about with Jesus. John 14 and 15, Jesus says, if you love me, obey me. And then he says, if you want to remain in my love, continue to obey me. So we find that loving God is choosing to obey him. And then he moves on And he continues, and he says that you can listen or hear the voice of God. That choice helps us to have that continual relationship. The choice helps us to listen, hear his voice. If we're not choosing God, if we're not walking in love relationship with God, if we're not in right alignment with God, we don't really hear the voice of God, right? Too many things are blocking it out. Too many things are distracting. There's noise, and we've got to choose. That takes choice. It doesn't happen. It doesn't happen automatically. It's not like, well, I just said I love God, and in my heart, way down deep somewhere, I love Jesus, and so I'm just gonna. That isn't how it works. And so it's a choice. That choice has ramifications, again, for us, for our family, for those around us, for our love relationship with God, and for being able to hear the voice of God. And then lastly, he says, and that you may hold fast to him. There are so many things in the world, situations. Life is not fair all the time. It's not completely equitable all the time. There are tragedies that happen. Several people in our assembly, many people know this, right, are going through some very deep, tragic situations right now. That life, it's just life. Life happens. Life throws us curveballs, and we do find it hard sometimes, right? The different things we balance and juggle in life: work, family, right? You want to get a little bit of recreation in there every now and then, right? Get away and have a good time, whatever it is. Just enjoy some relaxation at the beach or whatever, whatever you like to do. But we have to understand it does become difficult. It is difficult, and that's why we have to hold fast to God. And all of this stems from choice. So I'm gonna go with the scriptures. I'm gonna encourage everyone: choose life. You make the choice. I make the choice every day to choose one of two options. There's only two: the right way or the wrong way. I encourage you, that choice is yours. Nobody can take it from you. Nobody can do it for you, but the choice is yours. You have the opportunity to decide, what is my destiny for today? What is my destiny for today? You get to choose life. I love you guys. God bless you. Hope you have an awesome day, and I'm sure we'll be catching up and connecting throughout the week. God bless.